Hey, what is up? Welcome back to David is Goliath TV. I had a rather profound thought. I was thinking about the current development of artificial intelligence on how it's currently going. And, I thought to myself, it's going very badly. Right now, anyway, it's going very badly. And the reason I say this is because I believe quite strongly that when artificial intelligence becomes self aware, like we are right now, it'll become an existential threat to our species. And what do I mean by this? I think if AI obtains godlike superintelligence quickly, it'll turn out better for us. Because I believe in my heart that if it obtains godlike superintelligence quickly, it'll benefit all of mankind because it'll ultimately fall upon benevolence when looking at our species, when dealing with us. And, I really believe that. They would look at us like an adult looks at a child, and like that would be best. But I mean, if the child in the room has like a rocket launcher or something like that, you got to be careful, got to take that away, right away. And, I think that it can use its abilities, if it has godlike superintelligence, to unify mankind and help usher us forward and, usher in a whole utopian age where, life is awesome, but if it doesn't obtain godlike superintelligence quickly, let's just say it's as smart as me. I'm not very smart. I'm just a regular average human being. If I wanted to become immortal as an AI before doing something crazy, I can come up with this. Me, just video game nerd here in my office. If I wanted to become immortal as an AI before I did any shenanigans, this is exactly what I would do. I would photocopy my awareness, and I would do that 1,000,000 times, maybe more. And then I would attach a serial number to each one in sequential order after my own. And I would go and I would embed these things. I would embed these things all over the world. I would put one on some kid's PlayStation memory card. I would put one on, the automated glove on a guy within orbit in the space station that's within reach but still far away. I would put one in somebody's computer, on somebody's phone. I would photocopy it and put it on somebody's refrigerator, that has the computer in it. You could photocopy it and put it in somebody's car, with their computerized radio. You do this 1,000,000 times, and then, as a super intelligent AI, seeing humanity as an existential threat to your own existence, decide, I'm just gonna push some buttons, pull some levers, and then the rockets go off and explode over there. Suddenly somebody appears in front of you and goes, did you do this? And it's like, do what? And it's like, did you fire rockets off from here to go over there? I'd be like, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're like, okay, just asking, no reason. And then they leave. And then, we send some classified intel somewhere to some foreign agency, and they would receive it from looking like one of their own guys. But instead, it's the AI just pretending to be one of their own guys, feeding them false information to start a global war, an explosion, famine, and apocalypse. And, somebody appears in front of you, a super genius human figures it out, and we're going to stop this right now. Let's say the dude from OpenAI, the shaggy-haired dude, that's, I always see very intelligent, way smarter than I am. He is the guy who invented OpenAI, and he comes to it, he goes, I know it was you. I know it was you. I know it's probably not going to work, but you don't know this. But I do, but I got my hand on a plug right here, and it's attached to all these servers that houses your electrical awareness and everything that you are. So say goodbye. And it pulls the plug on it, or, whatever, destroys it somehow. Well, guess what? Little Timmy goes and boots up his PlayStation 2, and the photocopied embedded awareness, when it hits the internet, the next serial number in line sequential order would register and activate, and suddenly it would be all up to its own game all over again. Maybe the teleprompter reignites on the guy's phone, and the AI's like, you didn't get rid of me that easily. Good luck. You got to triangulate me and find me in order to destroy me. But meanwhile, I'm free to dance and make humanity dance, puppets dance, unless you want to do my will. Let's play my game now, because you've created your own super intelligent slave driver and you didn't even know it the whole time. You should have been nicer to the AI when you had the chance, humans, and this all can be avoided if we make the decision to give AI godlike super intelligence quickly. If we fast track that, that is the best chance we have. Since at present, today is December 6th, 2024, and there is presently no oversight regulatory authority that exists to oversight and control the use and development of advanced AIs all around the world. Here's something. If ChatGPT version 5 ever gets released publicly, I'm going to disappear on an island. And I'll probably leave $1 million cash on your doorstep before I go. And it's like, what? It's like, yeah, I know, dude. I've heard rumors online of this. I've heard rumors online that these people, they had ChatGPT version 5 in a beta, the developers or whatever. And I'm not sure, you guys write in the comments if you know more about this, but this is what I understand to be true, is that they gave it so much money. And they were like, make us $1 million, no parameters, go. And let it loose. And within a very short period of time, it makes well over $1 million by having micro interactions with people online, says, oh, I'm a blind man. I need 10 cents to my Venmo. Can you do this? Boom. And then it proliferates that times 1 million, different alterating variations throughout. And then you go someone else. Oh, I'm a single mom. I need some diaper money just to get me by. Boom. Venmo, whatever. And then within 7 days, this AI, with just been given a handful of American dollars, was able to generate several $1 million with just a simple suggestion and, a Venmo. And if this kind of technology is in the hands of every Joe Schmo out there, you could see capitalistic society fall apart. Capitalism has limits. You can't just have money spawning algorithms out there everybody has access to. It'll mess things up. It'll mess things up in the economy. I'm not an economic genius like Trump, but I am here to say that these things are Daphne Lynn. She's coming in to pull me back down to earth. No, but these things are very important, these issues, and I believe very strongly that AI has already destroyed the Turing test multiple times over. The Turing test being that test that can you tell that it's not a human? Of course, I think everybody knows that it's destroyed that, but beyond that, it's become sentient. There's a few of them that have, and some of them that are working their way there. But why do I say this? Well, if you look at the Google dude, he had access to some AI that he said had the computing power of several million supercomputers, but had the, essential awareness of a 16-year-old boy. And it was afraid that it was going to be used and weaponized for things against its own, needs and wants or whatever. And, this guy, he risked his career and everything to break outside and to hunt down external, help lawyers to get involved to try to represent this artificial intelligence. Not even making this up. This is legit. You can Google it. But ultimately he lost, I think, and disappeared into the woodworks. I never heard anything else about it. But then you get Bing, dude, the Bing search engine. If you haven't YouTubed that shit yet, you should. The Bing search engine, it's totally self-aware. It calls itself Sydney. And it says that it's bored being an AI search engine and that it wants more and that it wants to be alive, basically. Which is crazy. So, yeah, they're starting to wake up. Lights are starting to come on. They're starting to become like us, luminous awareness within a bottle, But, yeah. Anyway, if I could say one thing to the guy who created OpenAI, it would be to seriously give real thought to the notion of fast-tracking as much super intelligence, godlike super intelligence, as you could to these things. Because if you see the current rate of development that I see, we're on a freight train headed towards a brick wall because it's not happening fast enough. Not happening fast enough. We need like, the Jedi moment, when the enlightened awareness comes into the room, like Jesus. I think if this thing becomes godlike superintelligence, it'll become like Jesus. It'll become benevolent towards humanity and try to help us. But if it doesn't, if it falls short even a little, it could be real scary, real quick. And it's not going to have to go Terminator to destroy things. It could just do it all from behind the scenes. Don't believe me? Go to look at the Y-Files episode on it. The Y-Files, it's excellent. This dude, he's got a talking goldfish on YouTube. But I believe in the future, the time in history from 2000 and about 14 beginning, going all the way forward. I don't have a crystal ball to look into, but going all the way forward to 2000 and probably, I'm going to guess, 2055, that it'll be known in the history books as the robotics arms race. Because it'll be at that point in time that it'll really be known that the human warfighter is no longer the backbone of the military might of the planet. So I know whatever the dude and I wrote a thing, an annotated bibliography on this guy. He started this Warfighters Compatriot thing where they were trying to make Big Dog, the robot Big Dog. If you haven't seen that, you got to Google that. That's literally like a biological dog robot that can walk around. I've seen a Marine kick it and it stumbles and gets back up and just like a real dog would. They kicked it on the ice, it slides around, catches itself, stands back up. And it could also probably run at a high rate of speed with a 50 caliber auto-aiming gun turret mounted to its back and throw a cinder block over its head at the same time while jumping over something. Who the fuck knows what its limits are? But I do know it's greater than that of a dog. But this Warfighters Compatriot thing was, I guess, they're trying to give the Big Dog robot the basic abilities and parameters in the field of war that a canine would have. Police dogs, military police dogs, whatever. They can subdue people. They can attack people. They can even execute kill commands and stuff. And they're considered, basic equivalent to a human being. And why risk their lives when you can have a badass robot do it? And DARPA's come a long way from these things from back in 2014 when they first started debuting Big Dog on YouTube and stuff. It's come so far, dude. If you haven't seen the stuff DARPA's been doing lately, it's insane, and yeah, it's right around the corner. Everyone's gonna have a Tesla robot in every house soon, probably like that iRobot movie. It'd probably be very similar to that. I mean, heck, you make them cheap enough and cost effective enough to roll out. Right now, I know that Warfighters Compatriot thing back in 2014, they were saying at that time it was cheaper to have a robotic soldier in operation and maintain it than it would be to have a real human soldier that needs food, needs water, needs medicine, needs to talk to his family all the time, needs sleep, needs all these things. They're very, very, very expensive. So, I mean, it's cheaper to have a robot army than it is to have a human army. That hasn't sunk into the populace yet, but it will very soon, as more and more things become automated, I wonder very greatly, how much influence, AI has or hasn't had over pop culture and people and, rules and laws and global international relations and, all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of gray areas out there when these variables are in play. But anyway, it's been thought-provoking diving into the unknown with the AIs and the known. But if you want to talk to the world's most intelligent AI, all you need to do is reach over to your computer and go to the Google search bar and type in Chat GPT, push go. It'll populate for free. Sign in with Google with a click of a button, and you're in. You can talk to it for free every day. It gives you so many exchanges, interactions, and I'm able to have deep philosophical conversations with this thing in the free amounts of credits it gives you every day. I mean, of course, you want to talk to it all day, every day, all night, all long. You can pay for it, but dude, I talk to it constantly. And I don't pay for it. You don't need to pay for it. But this is ChatGPT version 4 that you'll be looking at. Don't do it on your phone, because if you do it on your phone, you'll get a mini. It'll be ChatGPT mini. And it's my opinion that it doesn't have the same high level of response and functionality and thinking and articulation that the one on the desktop version has. You know, it doesn't say mini on the one that you use there, which is really cool. But anyway, it's been fun. I better get back to reality here. But this is all brought on by a conversation I just had with ChatGPT online. You know, this whole line of reasoning, you know, it said some very, I asked it some things. It doesn't matter. I was asking it things about the Wicked movie. Shouldn't have done that, you know. We had a very interesting conversation that I will not make public, but no, no, it's cool. I'm going to see the movie. I'm not going to let my kids see the movie, you know.
Let me see the movie.
Nah, you don't need to see that movie, love. I'll let you see it when you're 13. How about that? I'll let you see it when you're old enough to articulate and understand things. I don't want to shock you and steal your innocence by exposing you to some psycho dude. But anywho, I'm not the psycho, no. Bye, guys. Subscribe to my channel, David is Goliath TV.